It's the Joseph Bristol Show.
If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show, where I go over different social norms and just things about our society and people and spirituality that I think need adjusting or changing, or just things for us to recognize and consider as we are alive. And let's all remember, right, that not only are we alive, but we are spiritual creatures in physical bodies, just trying to maneuver and figure out our way in the galaxy and find our place in the world ultimately, right? And on today's episode, I want to talk about worth. And I will link in the description a couple of videos that I made pertaining to worth, understanding your worth and your value, right? And I'm gonna lead off today's episode with an example of what I mean, right? So Kanye West had a great line on that Donda album. He said, "Personal worth is not what a person is worth," right? And in other words, you think you're worth $1 million, but that don't mean you're actually worth $1 million to other people, right? So another great example that I've been using for years with this is let's say you have $100 bill, right? And you give that $100 to a bum, somebody who lives on the street. He has no job, he has no money. He's going to value that $100 way more. That $100 is worth so much to him because he has no money, he has nothing. So you have literally uplifted him. You have brought him, in a sense, you brought him out of poverty, right? So he's gonna value that more than if you gave that $100 to somebody who's a millionaire or a billionaire. Or even if you gave it to a guy who has a job and he makes $100, well, let's say he makes $500 every single week. Your $100 is valuable to him. Yes, he's going to be grateful, but he's not going to be like the bum. The bum will be ecstatic. The bum will be the most grateful person amongst these people I just named for that $100. So we are all the $100 bill. The goal is to find someone who is a bum, not a bum as in, they got no job, they're not doing anything with their lives, but find someone who will value us and be so grateful that they have us, that they cherish us, right? So that's what we're talking about today. That's what we're about to get into today. And what I'm talking about, right, is worth, is your value. What makes you valuable to other people, right? So recently I have been dealing with different people, and people will try to offer me things. So they'll say, "Hey, I can help you with that. Let me give you, or I'm lying. People have been asking me to do things. So they ask me to do something, right? And there are certain rules that I live by. I don't do anything for anybody who doesn't do anything for me. And you might think that that's selfish or self-centered or whatever. That's fine. You're allowed to think that. It's okay. But I don't do anything for anybody that doesn't do anything for me. And the main reason why is because I'm not asking people for anything. If I need a ride, guess what I do? I get on the bus and I ride the bus, or I call an Uber, or I walk, or I buy a bicycle from Walmart and I ride my bike. But the chances of me calling my friend and asking him to come pick me up and take me somewhere are slim to none. I'm not gonna do that because, one, I value my friend's time and his energy and his money and his car. So I'm not gonna ask my friend to be without or to lose so that I can win and I can gain. Now, if my friend offers it to me, something completely different, right? But then that gets into the next thing, right? So let's say you got kicked out of your house. You don't have any money to pay your rent. You lost your job. You got put out. You can't go back home to your parents. You don't have a spouse. You're just a single person. Go stay in a shelter. And I know people will say, "Oh, I'm not going to no homeless shelter." That's what they're made for. That's literally what they were built to do. They were built to help people get back on their feet. Go to a homeless shelter. You don't have to sleep on your friend's couch. You don't have to call your brother, call your sister, and sleep on their couch either. You should call your parents, most definitely, because our parents are the ones, they're the reasons why we're here. We didn't ask to be here. They brought us here. So yes, they should technically look out for us. But let's say you don't have parents that are going to do that for you. And in a sense, you're alone in the world. To inconvenience someone else because you are in need, to me, is more selfish than being a person that says, I don't do for anyone who doesn't do for me. Do I donate to charity? Yes. Do I help charity? Yes. Will I help an orphan, someone who has no mother, no father, they're just on their own in the world? Yes. Am I going to help a woman that has a man? No. Am I going to help a woman who's talking to a man romantically? No. Am I going to help a man who's dealing with a woman? No. Am I going to help a man who's married and has a wife? No. I'm not doing that. Am I going to help somebody who has their parents that are alive and their parents are telling them come home and they're like, I'm not moving back in with my mom because it's embarrassing and my mama makes me come inside at 11 o'clock and I don't want to do that? I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. So there are rules to my engagement of another person. And my rules are to help the other person better themselves, right? Because the phrase, I could do bad all by myself, means that I don't need nobody to be doing bad. So if I ain't got no job, I'm hungry, I got no place to live, I got no car, I don't need a boyfriend, I don't need a girlfriend, I got nothing. I don't need that. Now, if I have a spouse and they're helping me to get better, then all right, then that makes sense. But there's no way that you got no car, but you talking to boys. You caked up on the phone all night talking to John Claude. All night you caked up on the phone with John Claude. You got no car. He can't give you no ride, but you calling me to give you a ride? No, ma'am, I'm not doing that. I can't help you. Your personal worth. Now let's get into the next part. What is your value to me? Right? So that becomes the next thing. And this is even with relationships, romantic relationships and relationships with your family and your friends. What is your value to another person? That's where it comes. Personal worth is not what a person is worth. So for example, I have a car. My friend doesn't have a car. In my mind, I am valuable to my friend because I have a car. So if my friend needs a ride, I have value to them because I can offer them a ride. But now let's say that my friend is the type of friend who will take the bus. They take the bus. They have money to pay for Uber to go wherever they want to go, whenever they want to go. My friend literally never calls me for a ride. That means I don't have any value to my friend. So if I call up my friend and I say, yo, all right, so I have a car and my friend doesn't have a car, but my friend is a master mathematician, right? And I'm taking a math class and I need a tutor. And I call up the school, they're charging for tutors. Everywhere I look, I have to pay for a tutor. I don't have any money. So I hit up my friend and I say to my friend, yo, I don't have no money for a tutor. I was looking for a tutor. Can you tutor me in math and I will give you a ride? I'll let you use my card and I'll give you a ride if you tutor me in math. Now, in my mind, I'm going to think, well, my friend is going to agree. Not just because they're my friend. Automatically, that's a dumb idea. That's stupid. If you think that your friends have to do for you because that's what friends do, you're an idiot. If you think your family has to do for you because that's what family does, you're an idiot. So automatically, I'm going to assume that my friend is going to say to himself, well, I have no car. I do need to get around. My friend has a car. I have the mathematical skills. I will tutor my friend and in return, they will give me a ride. This way, I don't have to take the bus and I don't have to pay for Ubers anymore. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. That's the idea, right? But what if my friend decides your car does not offer me any value? I don't need your car. I don't need your ride. I will keep paying for my Ubers. I will keep taking the bus. I will keep walking. I don't have a problem with that. So guess what that does to me? That reduces my value to my friend. right? So to someone else, the car is valuable. But to this specific friend, they're looking at me saying, your car offers me no value. Even though in my mind it does, because you don't have a car, but I do. And I'm offering the car to you in exchange for your help. My friend decides, no, I don't want that. Pay me. Pay me. That's what I want. I want money. I don't need your car. I don't need your ride. Drive to my house. Pay me for my tutoring and I'll help you. I can't be mad at my friend because the value that he wants out of me is not the value that I'm willing to give. You understand what I'm saying? So let's take this into a relationship. Better. Let's do this sugar mama, sugar daddy, sugar baby business. Because I've talked to a lot of girls that are like, oh, I want to be a sugar baby. I want to be a sugar baby. And I always say to them, you want to be a sugar baby. But what if this man wants some sugar? You know what I mean? What if he want to finagle your bagel? What are you going to do? Oh, I'm not doing that. I don't have to do that. You're right. You don't. But what if he says to you, I'm not giving you any money unless I'm finagling your bagel? What are you going to do? Well, I just won't deal with him. Nothing wrong with that. You did the right thing because he wants something in exchange for what he has. And you're not willing to give him what he wants. So leave him alone. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody wins. And I'm bringing this back to your personal worth is not what a person is worth. Okay? So because you think, look at me, I'm beautiful, I look good. He should pay for all my meals. He should give me his money. He should be loyal to me. He shouldn't cheat. He should say sweet words to me. He should spend all his time with me. He should give me stuff. In his mind, that don't make you worth nothing. I don't care about your looks. It's bad broads everywhere. Matter of fact, I don't even need a good looking woman. I'm happy with an ugly girl who motivates me. I'm happy with an ugly girl who helps me with my homework. I'm happy with an ugly girl who just wants to play video games with me. So that takes away your value, your worth, your personal worth, what you think you're worth, right? And this goes back into the example of the friend with the car and the friend without the car. Why am I so passionate about this? It infuriates me when people come to me and ask me to do something and I tell them no, and they get angry. Because now I'm like, why are you angry that I don't want to do this thing? So a friend will say, hey, can you give me a ride over here? No. Oh, I'll give you gas money. I have money. Your gas money don't do nothing for me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to give up my time. I don't want to give up my energy. I don't want to put wear and tear on my car. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Go take the bus. That money you're going to pay me in gas, pay an Uber. Ask the girl that you're on the phone with all the time. I don't want to do it. And then people will get mad at you for telling them no. Who are you? You're not Beyonce. I love that phrase too. You're not Beyonce. Who are you? You're nobody. You're nobody for somebody to say, I have to do for this person. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are finagling someone's bagel, okay, if you are receiving benefit from somebody, then you should reciprocate. You should offer them back a benefit that they view as a benefit. Okay? Again, they have to say what you're doing for me is beneficial, right? And even if you are, no one owes you anything. So just because you help me, that don't mean I have to help you. I should help you. It's the right thing to do to help you, but I don't have to help you. I don't have to. There's no law that says, yo, this guy loaned me $5, I gotta pay him back. I said I would pay you back. That don't mean I'm going to pay you back. And if I don't pay you back, just don't loan me no more money. Leave me alone. But really, the main crux of the cranny what I'm saying here. Yo, so I feel like I'm going to have to make another one of these videos. The main thing that I'm saying here is, what is your value to another person, right? So what do you think your value to this other person is? If you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, what do you think you give to this other person that is valuable? Write that down. Then, on the other side of that list, write down, what does the person want as a value? So again, I'm offering you loyalty, money, time. What does the person want as a value? All they want is sex, alone time, so they actually don't want me around them, and they want a ride wherever they want to go. Notice I'm offering loyalty, time, and money. They want sex, alone time, and a ride. So me thinking I'm valuable to them would make me an idiot. I am dumb to think that I have value to them. Even though what I'm offering is valuable, it's not valuable to them. My personal worth is not my worth to them. So you have two options. You either adjust your worth to be what the person wants you to be, right? So you change up your value to that person. So you offer yourself, well, hey, listen, I know you want A, B, and C. So I was offering X, Y, and Z, but I'm going to offer you A, B, and C. And in return, you will offer me X, Y, and Z, right? Or leave them alone. Leave them alone. You can always do that as well. Leave them alone. But the idea that someone must do something for you because you are quote unquote valuable to them, you don't know if you're valuable to them until you ask them if you're valuable to them. And you know what's crazy too is, I've been in situations, look how I popped my mouth. I've been in situations where I have given women money, I educate them, I'm always there whenever they call me. I'm teaching them about stocks and crypto, and I'm just showing them a different way of life. And all I want in return is sex. And they don't want to give me that. What they want to give me is cooking me food, spending time with me. You know, that's really like the two main things that they want to do for me. Cook me food and spend time with me. And I'm saying to them, I don't want that. I don't want your food because I can cook for myself. I don't really want to spend time with you because I like being alone. I like being alone, right? And I have things that I want to do. And if I can't do the things I want to do because you're here with me, right? So you're distracting me from doing the things I want to do. So they're not willing to give me what I want, but I'm still giving them what they want. So then I will stop giving them what they want. They will get angry when they ask me to do something, and I'll say, no, I don't want to do that. And they're like, well, why? And I have to explain to them, well, that's because we're not having sex. You don't want to do that. So because you don't want to do that, I don't want to do anything at all for you. Oh, but we're friends. I don't care. We can be friends. We can talk, laugh, giggle, hang out occasionally, but don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me to do anything. Don't ask me for anything, because I'm not asking you for anything, and I'm not asking you to do anything. So reciprocate what I'm giving to you. That's all. And most of the time, women get angry. They explode. People get absolutely furious when you say these type of things to them. But the reason why they get so angry is because they don't understand that what they're offering me as a value is not a value to me. I don't find it valuable. You think it's valuable. Maybe some other guy thinks it's valuable, but to me, it's not valuable. Video getting kind of long. I just wanted to say that. I want to make this episode. I'm probably going to make another part to this episode because it's just not talked about enough in our society that you have to have value to somebody. What is your worth to someone? What are you worth to someone? What are you worth? What you think you're worth to them is not what they value you for. So you need to ask them, What do they want from you? And then you have to decide, do you want to give them what they want, and in return, they give you what you want? But don't offer them something they don't want it and then be mad that they don't want to give you what you want. You ain't even giving them what they want. Just be fair. And it don't matter if it's your family, if it's your lover, if it's your friend, if it's your associate, if it's your kid. I don't care who it is. If you ain't giving someone what they want, do not expect them to give you what you want. It's unrealistic. God don't even work like that. Thanks for watching another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show. Let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Just be happy and survive. Y'all stay blessed.